Good evening, children. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you all?
Fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Okay, everyone please turn on the video. Neha, Adya, Nishka. Okay, so children, today we'll be doing a quick revision of ratio proportions, perimeter. Okay, right? A quick revision. A detailed revision also we will do later on, but today we'll do these topics in short, right? Okay. Yes, turn on the videos, please. Yes, Nishika. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll share the screen.
Ma'am,
Yes, Neha.
ma'am, can you please explain the questions that I posted in the maths doubts group?
You have posted.
Yes, ma'am. A few days before.
Let me check. I don't have this maths doubt group. I don't have this group data. So whoever is there, that teacher will give you the answers. Okay.
Ma'am, the teacher said, ma'am will give the answers. Ma'am will explain.
But I don't have this group. I'm not a member of that group.
Ma'am, can I share it with you?
Yes, beta.
Can I share the questions with you?
Okay. You can post on this group itself. Do one thing, Neha.
Yes.
Whatever doubts you have, you can post on this class group. Okay.
Ma'am, only admins can send messages in there.
Okay, okay. Okay, then I'll speak with ma'am, right? Manisha ma'am. Okay. Hmm. I'll speak with Manisha ma'am, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I'll speak with ma'am, then I'll tell you where to post. Which topic you have your doubts on?
Ma'am, it's about mensuration.
Mensuration. Okay,
Yes.
mensuration will be revising today. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Ma'am, but the questions are kind of different.
questions are what?
Kind of different, but they are related to something.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, if it is clear in your this quick revision today, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can post me. I'll let you know. Okay, I'll speak with Manisha ma'am. Okay, where to post the questions and who will answer and do that. Okay, let's see now. Nishika, are you there? Nishika, you had given these topics.
Yes,
Yes, Nishika, ratio proportion,
yes,
perimeter,
ma'am.
and I guess three dimensional geometry, 3D shapes were there. So 3D
Yes,
shapes we did yesterday. In the last part of the chapter, we had 3D shapes. Yes,
yes, ma'am.
we spoke about triangle, prism, its properties, square, rectangle, parallelogram. Yes, children, in
Yes,
your
ma'am.
class. Okay, and which is the fourth topic you have said?
Ma'am, algebraic expressions.
Algebraic expressions. Okay, let's see how much we can cover up. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
whatever we do, we'll do it properly. Not much of questions, but I'll repeat the concepts. I'll clear your concepts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we cannot take each and every question of the exercise. Otherwise, we won't be able to finish even one topic. Okay. Now talking about ratios. Ratio is what? Ratio is a comparison of two quantities, right? Comparison when we have two quantities. So see, one thing is that we do the comparison by subtraction. We subtract the smaller thing from a larger one, we get the difference. No? That's a comparison between the two things, right? Another way of comparing things is by division, right? Are you understanding? So comparison by division is called ratio. Okay. And for this, when we are comparing by the division method, then we should have the quantities, both quantities should have the same unit, right? Now, suppose if you have some person's age as, when you say 24 months, okay, one person has the age of 24 months and another person has the age of 24 years. Can you compare these two? Can you compare these two in a ratio? You cannot. No. So what you have to do, you have to convert this into same unit. So you will convert this 24 months to 2 years. Right? Are you understanding? Now you can compare 2 is to 24. Yes? So that's 1 is to 12. Okay? So whenever you're comparing two things by the division, you need to have the same unit. Okay, comparison by division is called ratio. Okay, and we have the symbol, this two dots for ratio. Okay, like this, two dots. We say like this, 2 is to 4. This is the ratio. 3 is to 2. This is the ratio. So we call it as is to or as also. Okay, let's take an example so that things will be more clear to you. Now, two quantities can be compared only if they are in the same unit. Okay, see the thing is said here. Okay, let's take a small example. From any way you can take. Now, see here. You have this, the numbers here. Find the ratio of 90 centimeters to 1.5 meter. So, we cannot take the ratio of two quantities unless the the units are same. Okay, they should have same units. So either we will convert centimeter to meters or we'll convert meter to centimeter. So it's always better to convert to a smaller unit. Okay, whenever you get a question like this, it's better to convert it to a smaller unit, because when you convert it to a greater one, you might end up with a decimal point. Okay, and your calculation might go wrong if you don't do it properly. So better you convert to a smaller unit. So two quantities are not in the same unit. So you're doing the conversion here. 1.5 meter you're converting to centimeters. So that becomes 150 centimeters. Therefore, the required ratio is 90 by 150. So 90 by 150 is now, when you reduce it to lower form, you get 3 by 5. So that's 3 is to 5. Okay. Yes, children? Okay, let's take up some questions from, okay, this from the exercise also we'll take. Now see, divide rupees 60 in the ratio 1:2 between Kriti and Kiran. Okay, so rupees 60 is to be divided in this ratio. So what do? We take the sum of the ratios. Okay, so 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so that means Kriti is getting 1/3 of the part and Kiran is getting 2/3 of the part, right? Because the ratio is 1:2 and Kriti is to Kiran, like this. Okay, right? So now 1/3 of what? 1/3 of the total amount, that is rupees 60. 2/3 of the total amount, that is rupees 60. So when you do this, you get 20 here. And when you multiply this, you get 20 into 2, that's 40 rupees.
40.
Okay. So that means Kriti is getting 1/3, that is 20 rupees. And Kiran is getting 2/3, which is 40 rupees.
Ma'am, my math exam is also Monday, ma'am.
Yes, beta?
Ma'am, my math exam is also on Monday, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, my math exam is on Monday.
Okay, maths exam is on Monday.
Yes, ma'am. I have ratio proportion and algebra.
Okay, ratio proportion and which one?
Algebra.
Algebra. Okay. So then listen carefully. Okay, so this was, let's take one more question of ratios and then we'll move to proportion part. Okay, so that even you are benefited with these things. Okay, algebra and ratio proportions. Okay, Shreyansh? Okay, let's take this question number 9. There are 102 teachers in a school of 330 students. Find the ratio of number of teachers to the number of students. Now, teachers are 102, right? And students are 330. Sorry, 3,300 students. So the ratio of number of teachers to the number of students. So this is the ratio of teachers to the students. Yes? Okay, so when you just reduce it to lower form, whatever the lowest form you get, that gives you your ratio. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. Now here you have the question on conversion. Like this, 500 milliliters to 2 liters. Now you will convert in one of these to make it into same unit. So liters you will convert it to milliliters. You will get 2000 milliliters, right? So 500 milliliters and 2000 milliliter. Now both are in milliliters. Now you can get your ratio. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So shall we move to proportion part now? A quick revision of proportions also. So see now we spoke about ratios. Now in proportions, what do? We have when the two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. When the two ratios are equal, I have one ratio, suppose 2:3, and another ratio, some 4:6, like this. So when the two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion, right? And the proportion sign is given like this, like 4 dots, right? Okay. And if I suppose take a ratio A is to B in proportion with C is to D, then these center values, this B and C, are called the mean terms, or you can even call them as middle terms also. Okay, mean terms also and middle terms also. And the outer terms, A and D, are called extreme terms, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If anyone has any doubts anywhere, you can please ask. Okay. So the center values are middle terms. The outer values are extreme terms. You can see these are in the extreme ends. Yes. So just by their position, you can remember the name. Extreme terms and the middle terms. Okay. Now, and there is one property on this, mean terms and the extreme terms. The product of the mean terms is equal to the product of extreme terms. Okay. The product of mean terms is equal to the product of extreme terms. How do we say that? See, this is the ratio A is to B and this is the ratio C is to D. And that is, I say that the ratios are equal. That's why there is proportionality sign in between. So when I cross multiply them, what do I get? A into D and B into C. And that's how I say AB is equal to BC. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. These are means, the middle terms. And these are extremes. Okay, the outer terms. Right? Okay. Okay, it's saying if two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion and we use the symbol 4 dots or equal to equate the two ratios. Let's take up an example from the exercise. Okay. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. Now we have to check whether they are forming a proportion or not. How will we check whether they are forming a proportion or not? We will check whether the two ratios are equal or not. If they are equal, that means they are in proportion. If they are not equal, they are not in proportion. And then after that, you will see their middle terms and extreme terms. Okay. So see here, first one, 25 centimeter is to 1 meter. Okay, so this is meter and centimeters, you will convert it to same unit. So 1 meter will be 100 centimeters, so 25 by 10, 25 centimeter by 100 centimeter. That gives you your ratio 1:4. Same way, here we have 40 rupees is to 160 rupees. So 40 rupees is to 160 is how much? 4 4 is
1:4, ma'am.
1:4. So we can say that these two ratios are equal.
Yes, ma'am.
So now when the
Yes,
ratios are, so when the ratios are equal, then what are their middle terms and extreme terms? Their extreme middle terms are 1 meter and 40 rupees. Yes, mean terms are these middle terms and extreme terms are 25 centimeter and rupees 160. Yes. Okay. Hello, are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's take up another question in this. Okay, we'll do this one now. Debit 200 milliliters is to 2.5 liters. Okay, so we'll convert this to milliliter. So 2.5 milliliter, 2.5 liters is 2500 milliliters. Yes, for this you should know the conversion. How do we do the conversion? Yes, converting 1 liter to milliliters, meter to centimeters and other units. So that should be known to you. If you make mistake in that, then everything will go wrong. So 2.5 liter is 2500 milliliters. So when you take the ratio of this becomes 2:25. And same way, when you take the ratio of this, rupees 4:50 rupees. So you cancel this with 2, 2 2 is 4, 225 is 25. So you have equal ratios, 2:25, 2:25. Yes, so we say that this ratio is in proportion. Okay, and talking about the middle terms, so 2.5 liter and rupees 4, these are the middle terms. Yes, and extreme terms are 200 milliliter and rupees 50. Okay. Yes, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I give you one question, you do it. Determine if the following ratios are in proportion. Do this one. EBIT 4, 6, 8, 12. Do it in your notebook. Check whether they are in proportion or not. 4, 6, 8, 12. EBIT.
Ma'am, they are in proportion.
They are in proportion.
Yes, ma'am. Which question are we supposed to do?
Yes, beta.
Which question are we supposed to do?
This one, this EBIT.
Okay.
4, 6, 8, 12. You have to check whether they are in proportion or not. Okay, after this we'll take up the unitary method, okay?
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Okay, what is it?
Ma'am, they are in proportion. 2:3.
They are in proportion. Good. Okay, now let's see unitary method. Okay. Okay, so in unitary method now, we find the value of one unit first. Okay, whatever quantity we need to find out, before doing that, we find the value of one unit, and that's how is the name unitary method. Now it's written here, the method in which first we find the value of one unit and then the value of the required number of units is known as the unitary method. Okay, let's take up an example, then it will be more clear to you. So let's take an example from the exercise. Now see this. I'm taking this second question. Question number 2. Ekta earns rupees 3,000 in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? Okay. So what you will do here, now in 10 days, she is earning 3,000 rupees. Okay. So that means now for one unit, we'll find out first. So in one day, how much she is earning? 3,000 by 10. That is 300 rupees. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And in 30 days, how much will she earn? 300 into 30. Okay.
9,000.
So she earns 9,000 rupees in 30 days. Are you understanding? So let's see this fourth question now. Cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 91.5. What will be the cost of 8 kg of wheat? Can you do this? 5 kg wheat cost is given to you. You have to find the 8 kg wheat cost. Do this question. First find for how 5 kg wheat is 91 rupees, no? 91.5. You will find for 1 kg and then you will find for 8 kgs. Do this first, Vedic.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Okay, what is this?
Ma'am, I got it as rupees 146.4.
Rupees, how much?
Rupees 146 and 40 paisa. 0.4.
Okay, rupees for 146.24.
Ma'am, 4.
Okay. Everyone got the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, beta. Now see the B bit. Let's see. What quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 183? Now in 183 rupees, how much wheat can be purchased? Now this is same question is asked other way. Okay. So what will you do first? That means in 91.5 rupees, you can purchase 5 kg of wheat, right? So that means in 1 rupee, how much wheat can you purchase? 5 by 91.5. And in 183 rupees, how much you can purchase? That is 5 by 91.5 into 183. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do it.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Yes. How much is that?
Ma'am, I got it as 10 kg.
How much, Neha?
10 kg.
Yes?
Ma'am, I got it as 10 kg.
I'm not getting your voice is not clear, beta. You can write in the chat box.
Okay.
Okay, 10 kgs. Everyone got 10 kgs?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So are you understanding how are we doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone has a doubt? Okay. So today we are doing a quick revision because many of you have test. Yes? So once you give your test, then we'll do a detailed revision of this. Okay? So we'll move on to the next topic now. I will take algebraic expressions first. Then after that, we'll take area and perimeter. All right? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me check algebraic expressions. One second. Okay, this is your algebra. See, in algebra, what do we do? We take the variable. How do we do that? Okay, first we had the matchstick pattern here, right? Now just take an example of this matchstick pattern. Now a pattern with letter U. Now suppose with matchsticks, if I make this pattern U, okay, so one U, to make this one U, I need three matchsticks, right? This X, let X be the number of matchsticks. If I take X as the number of matchsticks, so how many matchsticks are required in this? 3X. Yes? So see here, to make one U pattern, I need three matchsticks. And suppose if I have, not X is not the matchsticks. X is the number of U's that we are making. Okay, to make one U, we need three matchsticks. To make n number of U's, suppose if I have to make so many U's. So that means X number of U's. Okay, so I'll have 3X matchsticks. To make this V pattern, I need two matchsticks. To make number of X number of V patterns, I need 2X matchsticks, right? So that means number of matchsticks used to make one unit thing multiplied by the number of items. Are you understanding? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose if I have this one V here and I tell you to make 5 V's like this, okay? So these are 5. So to make one V, I need 2 matchsticks. To make 5 V's, how many matchsticks will I need? 2 into 5, which gives me 10 matchsticks. So same way, if I don't know the number of matchsticks, how many matchsticks I have to make? So X numbers. So what will I do? 2 into X. So that's 2X. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Now see, let's see this question. Cadets are marching in a parade. There are 5 cadets in a row. Okay. So they are marching in a parade. There are 5 cadets in one row. What is the rule which gives the number of cadets given the number of rows, let n be the number of rows. So n are the number of rows. In each row there are 5 cadets. So what is the rule which gives the number of cadets? How many are the total number of cadets in that? If there are n number of rows, 1 row, 2 row, 3, n number of rows, no? And in each row there are 5 cadets, right? So how many cadets will be there in total?
5n.
5n. Yes, 5n means 5 into n. Okay. Okay, let's see this now. Use of variables and common rules. So in this chapter, we had these properties also, commutativity of addition. Commutativity of addition means if we have two numbers like this, we can add them in any order. Okay. So that's about commutativity. Okay. So the next property here is distributivity of numbers. Okay, distributivity is, suppose I have this number multiplied by, inside I have 2 plus 4 something, right? So how do I do that? 3 into 2 and then 4 into 3 into 4. This will be 3 into 2 plus 3 into 4. So this property is called distributivity of multiplication over addition. Okay, distributivity of multiplication over addition, right? Okay, let's take up another example here. The side of a regular hexagon is denoted by L. This is a regular hexagon. Express the perimeter of hexagon using L. So how much is the perimeter? Perimeter is the all sides are equal, so this will be 6 sides are there, so 6 into L will be the perimeter. The same way you can find out for the equilateral triangle. For all regular figures, you can have like that.
Yeah.
Same way you have find the formula for the total length of the edges of a cube. So in a cube, how many edges are there? There are 12 edges in a cube, and it's saying that each edge is L units, right? So total sum of the all the edges will be 12 into L. Okay. Okay, now this is about expressing. How do you, when you are given something in words like this, how do you express this? How do you express 7 added to P? How do you write 7 added to P? 7 is added to P, right? P multiplied by 7. So P multiplied by 7, or 7 you can write. 7 subtracted from -1. So 7 is subtracted from -n. Okay, like this. Okay, so here you have y is multiplied by -8. So -8y. 5 times y to which 3 is added. So 5 times y to which 3 is added. Okay, 5 times y from which 3 is subtracted. So 5y from which 3 is subtracted. So like this expressions are given and you have to write it in the numeration form.
We don't have expressions now in our chapter.
You don't have expressions? Okay, maybe in your book you don't have the expression. Okay. 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 So this is all about expressions. So they have given you two numbers t and 4, and you have been asked to make different possible expressions with that. T plus 4, t minus 4, t into 4, t divided by 4, 4 by t, 4 minus t. So different types of expressions you can make with two given numbers. And same way with three given numbers, you are asked to make different types of expressions. You can take it this way: 2y plus 7, 2y minus 7, 7y plus 2, 7y minus 2, like this. Anyone has any doubt in this algebraic expressions? You can ask me, otherwise I'm just taking it, the main things in this. We are not doing each and every question. That we'll do it when we do the detailed revision. Okay. Now let's see this question. A bus travels at v km/h. It is going from Daspur to Bispur. After the bus has traveled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 km away. What is the distance from Daspur to Bispur? Express it using v. Now it's saying the speed, the v km/h. This is the speed of the bus. Okay. And we know that the distance is always given by speed into time. So the distance is 20 kilometers. After the bus has traveled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometers away. Okay, so to find the distance now, what is the distance that we have to find? So speed is given as v kilometers and the time is given as 5 hours. That means in 5 hours, the bus traveled some distance. After the bus has traveled 5 hours, okay, it's still 20 kilometers away. So that means in 5 hours, the bus will cover this much of the distance, 5 into v. Okay, so this much distance the bus will cover in 5 hours. And still 20 kilometers is away. So that means the total distance will be 5v plus 20. Right? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's take up another question. Meena, Beena, Leena are climbing the steps to the hilltop. Okay, Meena is at step S. Beena is 8. Okay, let's take this. Meena is at step S. Okay. Beena is 8 steps ahead. Meena is 8 steps ahead. Okay, so Beena, we are taking 8 steps ahead. So that means S plus 8. Right? And Leena is 7 steps behind. So Leena is 7 steps behind. So S minus 7. What is Beena and where is Beena and Meena? Okay, so where is Beena and Meena? Beena is at S plus 8 and Meena is at S. The total number of steps to the hilltop is 10 less than 4 times. 10 less than 4 times what Meena has, where Meena has reached. 12, 10 less than 4 times. So Meena has reached that S. So that's 4S minus 10. Yes? Express the total number of steps using S. Okay. Yes, so you understood this, children?
Oh,
Hello?
Yes,
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Same way you have another question like this here. Let's take this question. A rectangular box has height h centimeter. Its length is 5 times its height. Okay, length is 5 times its height. Okay, if we take height as h, so length is 5 times its height. And breadth is 10 centimeter less than its length. So its breadth is 10 centimeter less than its length. So length is 5h minus 10. Express the length and the breadth of the box in terms of height. So we have expressed in terms of height, h. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is an equation now? See, equation is something when you have two algebraic expressions and you have an equal to sign in between. Okay, that gives you, and that you call it as equation. When you have two algebraic expressions with equal to sign. So like this, 17 is equal to x plus 7. So you will call this as an algebraic equation. Okay. And suppose if you have this p minus 7 is greater than 5, will you call this an algebraic equation?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is not algebraic equation. Okay. There is no equal to sign here. Okay. Whenever the word equation is there, you always have to look for an equal to sign. Okay. Is this an algebraic equation? No.
No, ma'am.
There is no variable here. Okay. So this is an equation, but there is no variable. Okay. So it's saying no, identify the variable from the equations with the variable. So you have to see the variable also. Okay, so whenever between two algebraic expressions there is equal to sign, we call it as algebraic equation. And if there is just an expression like this, that you call it as algebraic expression. Okay, but when you have an equal to sign like this, suppose I call this as like this, so then it becomes an algebraic equation. Okay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, this is finding a solution for the equation. Now, suppose you have this small equation, 5m equals to 60. So, how will you find the value of m here? 5 into m is 60. So, m value will be 5 is multiplying on this side. Whenever a number goes on the other side of equal to, its operation gets changed. Here, the operation is multiplying. But when it will go on the other side, it will become divide. Right? Okay.
Yes, I will be divided by
Yes.
60, ma'am.
Divide by 60. So 60 divided by 5, that gives you 12. So value of n will be 12. Okay, same way you can see here n plus 12 is 20. So I have told you whenever a number goes on the other side of equal to sign, the sign will get changed. Its operation will get changed. Okay. Operation means whether it is multiplying this side or it is dividing this side or it is adding or it is subtracting. So whatever operation is done here, that will change. Multiply always changes to divide. Divide always changes to multiply. Plus always changes to minus. Minus always changes to plus. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have n plus 12 equals to 20, your n value will be 20 minus 12.
8, ma'am.
Okay, like this. Same way you have q by 2 equals to 7. So value of q is 2 is dividing over here. When it goes on the other side, it will multiply. So that gives you 14. Okay. Yes. So this was about the chapter algebra. So we could do only this much in today's class. Yes, children.
Okay, ma'am.
But chalo, whatever we have done, we did it. We have taken up all the concepts. Okay, so next chapter we'll take in the next class. Okay, children. So thank you for today. Please revise this and prepare well for your test.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, beta.